It is a day away from the match, the big game against Brighton. Going to their place, face the Seagulls. We're in good form. They're in decent form. I think they've shocked a lot of people this season. Chris Hughton is a really, really good manager. He's got them playing really well, open football kind of style. I doubt they'll be sitting back, which always bodes well for us and our players and our flair, especially our flair players. Excited about it. Salah can't stop scoring. Hopefully Mane, that's the case with him as well. Really quick, I want to shout out Rabona TV. They have a really, really, really good little short kind of a documentary synopsis thing about Mo Salah and just kind of where he started to where he is now. They also have one on Naby Keita, maybe Sadio Mane, I can't quite remember, but they got a lot of different players and coaches for that matter. Really good channel, really good in-depth information on a very short scale. It's not totally long, but they put a lot in a small amount. And I always wondered why Salah had number 74 when he played with Fiorentina. Check out the documentary, find out for yourself what that reason is. But yeah, shout out to Rabona TV, really good documentary if you want to check that out. But yeah, Salah, look, listen, he's our man right now. Man of the year, I would say. He's doing really well. I'm sure there's supporters, people at Roma probably thinking, why do we let him go? But he's just still, and we got to hold on to him and hopefully keep him healthy. Not going to talk too much about the Stoke game. We know what that is. We're moving on. Brighton, yes, they got some firepower in their team. Glenn Murray has done us over a couple of times. Old man Glenn Murray, I think he's their leading scorer. They got Pascal Gross, to me, is probably one of their most influential players. If you're talking about assists and just presence in the game and goals, really good for them. Izquierdo, I'm probably saying his name wrong. Knockaert, they got some guys, but it's Brighton. It's a newly promoted team. We're Liverpool. We should be able to handle them pretty well. I don't want to take them lightly or overlook them, but you know, it's a game that we could definitely get the max points from, and you know, keep moving up in the table. All teams around us are going to drop points. They're going to do their thing, but we got to make sure we're there and ready to take those moments when we have them. It's just excited right now, Liverpool and what they're doing. I'd like to know what you guys think your starting 11 or the starting 11 should be. Do you think there'll be a lot more changes? Let me know in the comments. My starting 11 is Mignolet in goal. Gomez. It's hard for me to really to bring Gomez out of the squad. I mean, part of me thinks Champions League, and then maybe you just put Trent there. But Gomez is just doing so well. I think we've all talked about. We all have our players of the year so far, and of course Salah's in a different stratosphere. A lot of people say Moreno. To me, it's Gomez. You know, to be that young, playing out of position, getting called up to England in a position that he doesn't even play, or playing, you know, right back, but getting called up to England where I think he plays center back. But just amazing. A lot of people talked about the goal against Stoke and how the ball went past the byline and all that. Gomez has been amazing. Has been a revelation for us, and I think for me is definitely one of the nominations for Player of the Year, besides the obvious, the God, Mo Salah. But yeah, just excited about it. And yeah, so Matip, Lovren, Moreno, Emery, Gini, Ox, Mane, Firmino, Salah to me. Much like the lineup we had last game minus Solanke. I love the 4-2-2 or 4-2-2-2 or 4-2-4, whatever it's called. I really like how we match up that way against teams, and you know, it's just nice to see that we can throw different things at teams. You know what I mean? So let me know if you think there'll be a lot of changes. If you think we'll stick to the same. If you think Coutinho will be in, what you would prefer. Anything else that you want to bring up. But yeah, this is a game that is the second in kind of this favorable list of games we got coming up, and we got to come out and capitalize. We got to be on top of it. So let's make sure we're doing that. Let's make sure we just play our game, enjoy our football. Yeah, I say that all the time, and that's hopefully what we can do. It's been coming out that Oxlade-Chamberlain really loves. He's saying that he loves playing with Liverpool. That he's really growing into his position, growing into his own, growing into the way that Klopp wants to play, and that's good news. I'm really proud of Ox because he had a pretty rough stretch at first coming into the team, and somewhat of a slow start. Which, I mean, you can kind of see that happening with players joining different teams, coming from a different kind of way of playing with Arsenal and Arsene Wenger and things of that nature. coming to Liverpool, the kind of with style we play, but he's getting it. And you rarely say that you're excited about a yellow card. That's kind of crazy to say, but I was happy with some of the cards we got against Stoke. I was happy that to see a little Steele and Ox. You know, we so often we get looked at as the nice guys of the Premier League. I think we've won an award for that. You know, but Naby Keita's coming in, and these guys need to be ready because there's going to be some tough tackles, some tough physical football in training. Not that there already isn't. Not that we don't have that already in our training, but Naby Keita is a physical guy, and not just because of the cards he's gotten this year. If you watch any Bundesliga games, whether they're playing Werder Bremen, Borussia Dortmund, Schalke, whoever they're playing, you know, he's an animal in that midfield. Very much similar to me, or similar to hate to say it, him being a former rival of us, but and even now some of the things that he says. But I think he's very, very close to Keane from Man United, Roy Keane. So yeah, it was nice to see Ox kind of step up in Martin Zindi's face and, you know, just kind of let him know that's not going to be happening in this game. You know, that was really good to see. So yeah, I expect us to really, really be ready today, and you know, I can't wait to kick off. And yeah, should be a good game. Should be a good game, and I'm hoping that you know, we can just continue in that way, the way that we've been doing, and I really don't see that happen. I think people still kind of sleep on Salah. They don't really believe it. They feel. I feel like he's still underrated. It's almost one of the things where a lot of people just think, especially out of Liverpool, it's like he's not a striker. Can he keep this going? Salah's on a roll, and I don't see how that can change. I don't see how it changes for us. I think he continues to go. I think he continues to score goals. I think he continues to prove that, you know, he can play in this league. He can play in this league. He can score goals with the big boys. You know, and he's so unassuming, very quiet guy, and you don't really hear much about him off the field. But you know, all you need to see is what happens on the field. And you know, the rate he's going, I can't even imagine how many goals he can have at the end of the season. So yeah, just really excited about it. I believe it's a 10:30 kickoff here, a.m. So yeah, just looking forward to tomorrow. Can't wait to get Friday over and build up to the game. But yeah, let me know your score predictions, starting 11s, any thoughts you might have, what have you. I'm gonna sign off. See you guys tomorrow.